Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to give you an update on what I've been doing, and isn't she just the cutest? I'm worried about her. It seems to be that she's allergic to one of the foods that we bought. So now is the fun game to try to see what she's not allergic to, and hoping that we can get that done. And so I wanted to share this buy that I was able to get, and I'm going to tell you why I bought it, and also show you the planner itself. So I went to a place called Home Goods, and this was $12 on the shelf, and I thought it was a really good deal. I was looking for notebooks actually to do this with, and I will show you the planner first. And it is a coil bound, and it does have a hard cover, which I really like because I like it when a coil bound has a harder cover. I don't know why, it's just personal preference. Now this does have a pocket in it, and which is nice. And this is the size of, let me actually see if I can get my A5 without it being in the actual so that's the size that this is. I think it's like a 7 by 9, or like a 7.5 by 9.5, something like that. So it has like the name. This is a budget planner. It is more than just a weekly and monthly. It actually has budgets and things that you do. It also gives you added things in the back, which I'm going to take you on. So this page is called a quick fire brainstorm, and it wants you to talk about your dreamy, like your ideas, financial goals, things that you want to get done. And so quickly think about the top things that comes to your mind, and you can use this little page for like a mind map, or you could put images in there. It really, like, you can do whatever you want. You have a page for ideas and notes, and I think you get like 6 of these pages before we go into the actual plans. And on this page I'm going to do a mind map. On this page I'm going to do account numbers, notes, passwords, things like that. And so we go through the planner. Hopefully I can get through this before my cat starts thinking that this is a toy. The way she's looking at it, it's like she might want to jump on it. So then we have this page that says dream, budget, and to do by. So what we're going to do is I'm going to sit down with the person that I bought this planner. I bought it for myself, but I bought it for a specific job that I was asked to do. And so it's going to help me keep everything organized. So we're going to list her dreams, her budget for those dreams, and when we want those done by. So here we get into the plans, and it starts with August. So that's great that you get the 5 months for the rest of this year, and then you get the following 2025. So this is essentially a 17-month planner, and you get a page for your top goals. This paper is more weighted like the Happy Planner. So it is not very thick, and these tabs are mylar tabs. And so then it goes through, and it, like, you have a cover page before you get to the month, and then you turn the page and you start your month, and you have this called the goals page. And so you have goals and budget. And so on the goals page, you have the dream, the goal date, the plan, your top 5 goals, and when you want them done by. And then over here on the budget, you have your bills and expenses, the due date, and the amount. And then you have like a money tree, which I'm going to zoom you in really quick so that you can see what that looks like. It has a place for your checking, your monthly income, your savings, and what you put into checking, and like what you've used, probably what you've received, what you've used, what your expenses were. And then it has a part down here where you're saving for, like, let's say you're saving to put a down payment on a vehicle. So you would say down payment for vehicle. My savings goal would be, let's say it's $10,000. So I want to make sure I can probably come up with that money in 12 months. So then I would put 12 months out from this date, and I just fill in the date of when I would. And then I would fill in this progress bar as I got through that goal. Like you can color the progress bar. So let's zoom out. And then we see a month on 2 pages. This is a Monday start, and you have a place for notes. So it starts off with August, and it's got plenty of spaces in the box to write specific things that you want done. And then it goes from monthly to weekly. And so here you have your vertical. So in most coil bound planners that are bigger are typically horizontal style. I found a vertical one, and I'm actually really happy I found this, because this is the process and how I'm using this planner is not to keep track of my plans or my goals. This is actually to do a specific job that somebody wants me to do. It's to help budget and pay their finances. It's to help pay their bills. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make stickers for different accounts that this person has. And I hope you guys enjoy my little kitty. She's wanting to play. She's getting playful. And so I would do different colors of stickers, and I would put them down on these days. And so I would know what bill to pay and when. And then at the bottom, it says goals, gratitude, and wins. And then you've got a to-do mark, a to-do like check off, and it says this week. So this is a dated planner, and everything is basically the same. And it did give you, like, to begin the planner, it did give you the end of July, just because August 1st starts on a Thursday. And so they wanted to make sure that you received the full month. And so it goes through, you get the same exact pages. Actually, did I take you to the end of August? So let's go to the end of the month. And then you have what's called a month in review page. And so at the end of the month, you get to talk about what your awesome goals, what was awesome about this month that made it awesome, what are areas for improvement, what's your actual budget and balances, and then your savings progress bar. So remember that savings that we talked about back here. What was your big thing you wanted to save for? Well, here's the bar. You can keep coloring the bar as the months go along. And so then you get, like, everything is the exact same. It's the exact same layout. The only thing is the colors are different, but you still get your monthly layout, your weekly layout, and you get all of that. So let's take you to the back of the book. And then we get, so this is January through December of 2025. And then we have what they call the extras. And this is, oh, no, don't eat it, baby. And so this is what the extras is. And so they include a year at a glance 2025 layout. And then they also include a year at a glance 2026 layout. And I have, she's 10 weeks old, my little kitten. She's 10 weeks old, and she loves to bite everything. And so she is the more vocal one of the two that we have, and we're going to be closing on a house soon, and we're just like, we just love her so much, and she's just going to be in the camera. Sorry. So I'm going to try to do this review of this planner and an update on my channel. So this page has holidays, and it has all of the 2024 and the 2025 ones. There is also an extra line pages for notes. And then you get this January through December 1 through 31. So this is a full year. And how I'm going to do this is I'm going to, I think I'm going to write down how much interest was saved by the way that I pay these bills. So I'm going to write that down. And this isn't my financial budget planner. I bought it to take care of somebody else's finances, if that makes any sense. So it does have this place where you can write down specific dates, like say that you have an anniversary or a birthday of your friends, or something that you just want to remember. And so you write those down here, and then you have these 2 pages, which are postcards that they are perforated. And so you just tear them out and you mail them, and then you send your friends a birthday wish, or you can send a thank you card out. So depending on how you want to use that. And then it also does set up. Like, it does give you one sticker sheet. So this is my review on this little planner. Oh yeah, you guys can get it brand new on lakeandloft.com, but it is at your Home Goods for half off for what they're selling for online. So it was $12 in cash in person, but it is $24 online, plus you have to pay shipping and all that stuff. So how am I going to use this book? It is, I'm going to put stickers here of the stickers I'm going to make for this book. And this, a family member had asked me to take over her finances. So it is one of those things where, you start, you have aging family members and they fall victims of scams. And so it's getting to be a little bit too much for her to do all the finances. So they asked that we help take over that aspect, in which that just means that I'm not going to be coming up with the money to pay her bills. They have income. I'm just going to be applying that income and making sure bills are paid on time or early, so that way I can help them reduce their interest on some of their loans. I do have a way that I pay my bills and this is going to be helpful for me because it's going to help me break down some of those goals that they want to save for. I do know that one of the goals is going to be new floors, and there's another goal that's going to be adding an addition to the house. And so those are two big purchases, and we want to make sure that they have the financial ability to pay for that, so that they're not relying on credit all the time. They make really good money. It's just that sometimes they forget to pay their bills, or it gets to be overwhelming for them. And they did fall a victim to like those scams that can get a group of people, like the elderly people in our community. They fall victim to scams, and they did fall a victim to scams. And so it just got to be a lot. So that's what I'm doing. I bought this planner specifically to help out in that situation, and it's specifically a finance planner, and I don't want it mixed with my planner. Now, I use the A5, and I just took it out of my cover for now, just to show you how big it was, as so that way you could see edge to edge. Like, it has a ton of room on both, and so that way you can see it in an A5 compared to this. And I'm going to be using an A5 for myself. I'm still using this. Actually, I should show you some of the stickers that I made. So I'll go ahead and show you this. Let me see. Yeah, I can show you this. So this was like a lemonade sticker kit that I made for myself, and I have the rest of it right here. So you can see it's like a lemonade sticker kit. And then these are my icons that I use, and I do put them on. I'm pretty sure I can probably show you this one as well. Yep. So I should be able to show you this, and that's kind of how I was able to use it. I did a watermelon theme. So, and then this one, I did the lemonade theme. And so I just make, like I did the weekend sticker. So I use the Hobonichi cousin. I'm going to stick with the A5 for next year, but I'm not buying a Hobonichi. I actually pre-ordered a Just Scribble. So I'm going to be using the horizontal Just Scribble A5. I love the A5 size, but I don't want it to be mixed up with my stuff. So this is specifically for me to help a family member. And so what I want to do is I want to make stickers that would be just for her, for her credit card company. So I think she's got like 5 accounts. So I would do different colored stickers to replicate the different accounts. And so once I get everything set up, then I can go through and make a schedule of how everything is paid. I don't like to rely on automated payments because I think that sometimes we miss the chance to pay better. So this is kind of how I pay my bills. So I'm just going to kind of show you an example. So this is how I'm going to fill this out. So my family member pays $400 for just one of her cards, at the end of every month. And so she has that money. She already has access to that money. We are like, my husband and myself, we always pay a month early, so we're always 30 days ahead of our bills to help with interest. And we have, by doing this method and by doing it like this, I'm not a financial guru at by any means, but I do understand how credit works and how paying off paying off your credit faster with how you pay it. It's not necessarily the amount that you pay, it's how you pay it. So like I I know that we've used the Dave Ramsey method in getting debt paid down, but I don't agree with him when he says throw away your credit cards. I believe credit cards are very vital to maintaining credit. You just have to know how to use them. And I use mine like a debit card. And so what I do is what I'm going to do is instead of paying that $400 at the end of the month, which is like when her bills due anyways, I'm going to take that $400 and I'm going to break it up into 100 chunks. And I'm going to do it every 4 weeks. And so what I'm going to do is set it up so that way there's money into an account that is special just for her bills. So what we do is she uses the credit card to keep herself. So that way it is, I think it's fraud protected better than using your bank account where it's not as protected as using credit cards are. So she's going to use her credit card exactly like she would use her debit card. And I'm just going to go and make sure that we move that money over into a secured account that she doesn't use it for checking or like for anything else. It just goes strictly to pay those bills. That way there's less room for scams and errors to happen. And so I'm going to pay it like this instead. And we're going to help cut that interest down. And so me and my husband had our last car loan was like a 6-year loan, which I thought was a very long time. But I guess for paying something so expensive, I guess that's like the norm now, is like a 6-year loan. And we paid it off 15 months early. Not because we paid extra, it's because we paid it early. So as long as we pay it before it's even due, you're cutting down all of the added interest that you would have had to pay over the life of the loan. And so with our mortgage, we're hoping to cut out 7 years. We're hoping to shave off at least 7 years just on how we're going to pay it. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to pay more. We're just going to pay it differently. So we're not going to wait till it's due. We're going to make sure that we pay it a good 4 to 6 weeks early and pay it off into like manageable sections. We're going to pay it every other week and stuff like that. So for those of you that do budget, if this family member does not care on if she doesn't care and she's like, yeah, you can share my numbers. Of course, I would never share account numbers or anything that would ever identify who she is, but it might give you real numbers on how I'm able to use this planner. And also you can see my sticker setups and how I set things up and how I pay the bills, like pay her bills for her. And I would be able to put that on my channel. So that way, in case people are interested in finance stuff, they can check out my channel for that. But if she doesn't want that on, I'm going to respect that and I'm not going to show it. So this would be the only video that I would be able to show on this planner. It does have like this pretty rose gold. Is it rose gold? No, it's not rose gold. It's just gold foil. And also because these are, they are square binding, like the binding, it's like instead of a circle hole punch, they're square hole punched. What I'm going to do is, because I have a silhouette and I have a Cricut machine, I'm going to go ahead and make a template for myself not PDF, but a SVG file or whatever it is I need to do. I'm going to make the SVG file and cut out my own paper. That way I can put it through my machine, like my printer, and I can make my own papers if I need additional help with like additional worksheets that I find. Because I do what we budget to zero. We budget every penny that we get, and we budget it down to zero, whether that gets saved. Not only does it doesn't just get thrown into an empty savings account. We do have like a piece of paper that tells us what is for birthdays, what's for Christmas, what's for vehicle repairs, what's for home repairs. So it's even like just there's a specific amount in that savings set aside for those specific things. That way, if I have a birthday coming up, I don't have to worry about where I'm going to get the money from. We already budget that in through the year. And so we put away so much per week towards that yearly goal. And that at the end of every year, we have everything that we need. And so that's how we budget. And I wanted to share this planner with you guys before I started filling it out, because I wanted to at least show you guys what it was about. And thank you guys for watching me on my channel. I hope to be closed soon. I know it's going to take us a couple of weeks to be able to move, just like physically with the moving process. And it's going to take me even a couple of more weeks to unpack everything and get my office set up in my new home. So that way my videos will be back to me having full access to my hands and everything. But yeah, this is my baby. Her name is Daisy. And say hi, Daisy. And she is 10 weeks old. She's so precious. And she is like, my cat Benson absolutely loves her. And it wasn't love at first sight, though. It did take 2 weeks of doing this method that I follow, Jackson Galaxy. And we introduced them slowly, and he's accepted her. But the thing is, she's kind of having a rough time with the food that we buy. So it seems to be like she has some type of allergy is what I'm thinking, but we'll know for sure. And because the new food that we switched to seems promising. And I've had her on rice and pumpkin to help firm up her stool for like the past week. And it's like every time I put her back on the old food, it goes back to horrible. Like she can't eat, and she's not getting the nutrients that she needs to get to grow big and strong. So hopefully we'll figure this out, because it is stressful on top of the move that we have to do. And so hopefully everything goes well. I want to thank you guys for watching my video, and I will hope to see you in the new place at the next video. See you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye.